G'day subscribers, today we're going to talk about the FJ Holden business sedan, the FJ-217. You're with Jules Knight on Jive Talking Garage. So if you went into the dealership in 1953, 54, 55, 56 and you wanted a more heavy duty car out of the three, so you got the special, the business sedan, or the FJ-215, 215, 217, 225. Taxi. My dad had taxis. And I know with vehicles, you know, he bought a taxi pack or whatever, but you could get what's called a business sedan. Now they do not look much different from a standard sedan. They look very plain on the outside, but if you look at the FJ sales book, you know, they've got an entire section devoted to the sedan. That's the business sedan, together with the Truro brown PVC seating, and also you've got the details there on the business sedan itself, and it'll run you through the 12 differences of these cars. But they are really, what do they say here? With 12 carefully planned additional features, Holden Business Sedan is the only passenger car in Australia to especially be equipped to meet the particular needs of business and country users whose vehicles are engaged in heavy work or are located in arduous country. This is particularly suitable for municipal and state government work, shire work, defence, police and other public authorities, operations for fleet usage, hire car, taxi services for farmers, real estate, stock and station agent activities, and for commercial travelling. In the business sedan, you get Holden's proven superiority in overall performance, economy, and reliability, plus the 12 additional features described below. And it says here, the interior trim is the attractive Truro brown PVC. So if you have a good look at it, there is actually a larger battery up front, 13 plates, so it's the same size as the Army. At your right ankle of the driver, there'll be a little box, which is the logbook protector, a logbook pocket. So that protects your logbook, and it's screwed into the right kick panel down on the driver's side. It also has an imitation leather headlining. They call it a headlining, not a hood lining. And pull 2 door handles on all 4 doors. 5 is the dome light switch on the driver's side B pillar. And they're also saying that they call it wind hose rather than windlace. Wind hose in PVC. So that's the same as utes. Utes and panel vans had it wrapped in PVC. 7 was the boot handle, operates without the key. And also 8 was they have more reinforcing in the seats. I know these have got 3 metal rods that run across them rather than just 2, and they're tied into all of the springs. And they have the rubber mats on the floor, front, rear, and in the boot. They have the steel kick panels, front and rear, and also the side risers there. And they have number 11, the handrail, what we know as a taxi bar, and also the other thing that's unseen is the heavy duty rear springs in the boot. So if for a moment I go to Dr. Norm Darwin's book that he wrote, The History of Holden since 1917, he has a really lovely example of a business sedan in there owned by Des Gillette. Now, I remember this car in the 80s, seeing it at Canberra Nationals and so on. Beautiful car. But you can actually see, like inside, it doesn't look too different. From a standard. You can also see all the white plastic handles on it, the same as a 215 or a Ute or a panel van. Now it has a larger battery, the 13 cell battery here, 13 plate, and it's wider across here, and it also has, it's reinforced on the inside as well with C-channel, and that's the same as the Army used as well. And in this instance, the only difference at the back, you can see it's not a Specials. Specials was chromed on the tail light, the wings either side of it. The business sedan, like the standard, is just painted body colour. And from those notes that I was just mentioning before, the boot handle is able to operate without the key, so it can be left unlocked and just used. But there you can see the 217, the business sedan, looks remarkably similar to the standard FJ-217. But this is predominantly for heavy duty use, for fleet use, country service, government service, and those types of applications that just needed a more heavy duty car. So you don't get to see too many 217s around. They are rare, not unique, but very rare. And when you do, it's interesting to see the little details that make them so special. So there you go, a little bit on the FJ Holden business sedan. Hope you've enjoyed that little piece on the sedan. So don't forget, with Jive Talk and Garage, share, like and subscribe. But more importantly, enjoy your Holden.